In this tutorial, we'll explore the fraction virtual manipulatives available in the K9 Math app. In the VM Objects panel, under the Fractions category, there are two types of tools: fraction color boxes and fraction forms. Let's start by using a fraction form. Drag and drop a 1x1 fraction form onto the board. This form lets us express a fraction. To represent 1/2, drag the 1 number tile onto the top part of the fraction form and the 2 number tile onto the bottom part. Next, let's learn how to use the fraction color boxes, which are helpful for performing arithmetic operations on fractions. For example, let's say we want to multiply 1/2 and 2/3. Using fraction color boxes, the student can visually understand and find the answer. First, drag a fraction color box with two sections. To represent 1/2, click the upper portion to fill it with color, leaving the lower portion empty. Now, 1 out of 2 portions is filled, showing 1/2. Now, to represent 2/3, drag a fraction color box with 3 sections and fill 2 of its portions with color. To multiply these fractions, rotate one of the color boxes so its section lines are perpendicular to the other. Click the Rotate button in the context menu to do this. Now, place the rotated box on top of the other. The overlapping visual created by these two boxes represents the multiplication of 1/2 with 2/3. To find the result, count the sections with the darkest color. This gives us the numerator, which is 2. Then count the total sections, which gives us the denominator, 6. So, the resulting fraction is 2/6. Let's start by dividing 1/2 by 2/3. First, to represent 1/2, drag a color box with 2 sections onto the board. Click the top portion to fill it with color, showing 1 out of 2 sections filled, representing 1/2. Now, to represent 2/3, drag a color box with 3 sections onto the board. Fill 2 of its sections with color, representing 2 out of 3 sections filled, or 2/3. To perform the division, we need a common denominator for both fractions. Place one color box on top of the other. You'll notice they don't align into equal parts. To align them, let's create color boxes with a common denominator that divides equally, 6 sections. Drag a color box with 6 segments to represent 2/3. Fill 4 out of the 6 segments to match the 2/3 representation. Next, drag another 6-segment color box to represent 1/2. Fill 3 of the 6 segments to match the 1/2 fraction. Now, we have both fractions represented with a common denominator. To find the division result, see how many segments of the divisor, 2/3 box, fit into the dividend, 1/2 box. We have 4 colored segments in the divisor, and 3 of them fit within the dividend's colored segments. So, the result of this division is 3/4. Let's consider another example for fraction division. In this example, we'll divide 2/3 by 1/2 using fraction color boxes. First, to represent 2/3, drag a color box with 3 sections onto the board. Fill 2 of its sections with color, showing 2 out of 3 sections filled, or 2/3. Next, to represent 1/2, drag a color box with 2 sections onto the board. Fill 1 of its sections with color, showing 1 out of 2 sections filled, or 1/2. To perform the division, we need a common denominator for both fractions. Place one color box on top of the other. Notice that they don't align into equal parts. To make them align, we'll create color boxes with a common denominator that divides equally, 6 sections. Drag a color box with 6 segments to represent 1/2. Fill 3 out of the 6 segments to match 1/2. Now, drag another 6-segment color box to represent 2/3. Fill 4 out of the 6 segments to match 2/3. Now we have both fractions represented with a common denominator. To find the division result, see how many segments of the 1/2 box fit into the 2/3 box. All 3 colored segments of the 1 over 2 box can fit into the 4 colored segments of the 2 over 3 box one time, with 1 segment left over. This remaining segment is a third of the divisor. So, the result is 1 and 1 over 3, or as an improper fraction, 4 over 3. Thus, the result of 2 over 3 divided by 1 over 2 is 4 over 3.